This is the Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 66, where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a managed point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners, our new ones, our OGs, every one of them. Thanks for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, Niecy Nash started having problems in her relationship after she made some positive changes in her life. Why is that, Kamal?
Positive for who?
We talked about how 3 types of men were the provider, the manager, and the mooch. Now we're going to talk about the 3 types of women and how to deal with them.
Get a pen and a pad and take some notes, homie.
And do you ever second guess major decisions? Kamal Abdul-Jabbar explains how to avoid that, all that, and more right now. This is MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
And we're saving relationships one listener at a time. We got some feedback, homie.
Do we now?
Yes, we do. He's back, Rod the God, listening to the show, and my spider senses are tingling.
My spider senses are starting to tingle.
Rod the God is one of our loyal listeners, and he likes to comment on the Dear Erby. So this Dear Erby is from last week when the guy said his side piece cheated on him.
Yeah.
With somebody that was his frat brother that he didn't know.
Yeah.
So
and he didn't want to. He wanted to know, should he tell his girl because he was in a funk and she noticed something was wrong, and he wanted to know, should he keep it real with his wife?
Yes, and we both agreed that is a no.
Hell no.
That is a HMFN. This is off. Step 1, dude isn't being completely honest. He's completely honest with his wife, but sneaks into side piece's house. Oops. Then ask if he should be honest with his wife about how he feels. Nah, bro, you lost me. Let's take it back. You met your wife or you were online. That means they were both in a sorority or fraternity, respectively. So you both attended FAMU. So you're both snakes. Because the FAMU is a rattler for the non-black people out there. Yeah. You've been married to your wife for 8 years, which means you're probably in your 30s. Right, the guy has got a detective hat on right now.
Yeah, his deduction skills are impeccable.
How old is your side piece? Is she an underclassman? Wow. You mentioned her cheating with one of your frat brothers, yet he's too young for you to know him. I never thought about that, Kamal. Bruh, you gotta hold this L. Take the L, baby. Take the L. We're gonna talk about taking the L later on in the show, Kamal. She was never a long-term side piece. I absolutely agree. She's too young. She still wants the reality of a family. Ouch. Cut your losses right now. I'm also going to have to throw a flag on the play because it seems as if you use that same jacket to pick up this chick. Wow, look at that deduction. You use your your frat jacket to pick her up. She cut you, but it's the game. Use this time to smooth everything out at home with your wife, as well as work on yourself. There's holes in your game that need to be patched up. There's no way that you should ever open the door unannounced. You ain't lying. So this guy has keys to his side piece's house. Have you ever had keys to side piece's house?
Nah.
And and he used them when he felt like something was going on. Anyway, by doing that, you've opened the door for your side piece to show up to your house or job unannounced. Oof, not cool. Again, your side piece is a younger FAMU student, a snake. You got to choose wisely. As always, Rod the God. Kamal, I'm going to tell you right there, you better choose wisely, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You better choose wisely. Later on in the show, actually coming up next, we're going to talk about the different types of women. Just like we talked about the different types of men a few weeks ago. So ladies, don't get mad. Feminists, don't get all upset. Well, first of all, feminists, if you still listen to the show, thanks.
Yeah, God bless you.
Yeah. All right, so this next one is from my cousin Kevin. Now, he actually heard about this coach, this punk-ass coach that was doing the kids dirty.
Who was giving out the game plans to opposing teams.
My mom was so mad about this dude. We were talking about it at my son's game. She said, "Oh, that coach, that got under my skin." That dude really bothered me, Kamal.
Yeah.
Just, the kids, man. These guys, you could be a senior. This coach is cheating, giving game plans to the opponent so he can get his head coach's job. We talked about 65.
Well, that's the thing about that's the assumption.
The assumption, yeah.
The assumption is he was like, he wanted the job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And so he sacrificed his own players L's, giving them L's.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about, this is what my cousin said. He lives out there. He said about the cheating assistant coach. He sent a scouting report to a boys high school basketball coach that I know. He mentioned key players being hurt, player deficiencies, and team tendencies for a playoff game. Wow. Wow. The coach I knew was overmatched and nearly pulled off the upset. So what I'm hearing is this motherfucker used the information.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the game. Damn. And would say his team missed too many layups, so they lost. Damn. Safe to say the coach I knew took the info and ran with it. Wow, it's an exclusive. MRA podcast exclusive, man. Kevin knows this rat. Wow. As for the players being, by the way, Kevin is the dude that gave us our MRA theme song.
Oh, okay.
He produced the song. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Original producer. Way back in the video days.
Yeah.
So good looking out, cuz. Okay. As for the plays being sent to Chandler's football team, it wouldn't have mattered. Chandler is kicking everyone's ass on the field. It was wrong, but I wanted to put that out there. Also, I know the head coach for the boys basketball team of the cheating coach. The head coach of I got it. It was a school I was considering sending my sons to. Something in me caused me to pass on the opportunity. Wow. His boys are ballers too, man.
So what he's saying is they lost, but they was going to lose regardless.
The Chandler one, yes.
So he didn't sabotage the game.
Who didn't? The cheater?
The backstabbing assistant coach.
He tried to.
But he's saying that your cousin Kevin said it wouldn't have mattered. It's
in
like,
this particular
it's
occasion,
like
yes.
if the Miami Dolphins assistant coach sends some paperwork to the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, we're gonna whoop your ass.
Anyway. You was gonna lose anyway.
Yeah.
We didn't need this.
Yeah,
we didn't. Thanks, but we don't need it. So now we're gonna beat you by 42 instead of 38. Yeah. Wow. Anyway, man, that bothers me, man. That this thing, like when you hear about it in the USA Today, you read about it. It's just a story. But then when you hear people that can confirm, and this is my cousin, so it ain't like he just saying it. He's literally telling me, "No, I know this dude, man. I remember. I know a guy that took the dirty plays."
Wow.
That just makes it more real to me. That bothers me. Hey, man, we come back. We got to talk about 3 different types of women. Fellas, you're going to want to listen to this. We're going to save your relationship and teach you how to deal with them. This is the MRA Podcast. Hey, guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. Come on, let's save a relationship, man.
Let us.
All right, so we were talking in the show prep meeting about different types of women.
Yeah.
Right. Now we talked about the different types of men. What is it? The provider, the manager, and the mooch. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now these aren't the definitive 3
These
types
are
of
the
women.
only 3.
No, but these are 3 that we've come in contact with in our history.
Yeah. And we kind of know how to.
We can help y'all out.
Yeah.
How to deal with this woman.
Yeah.
All right. So it would be like if I used to play against the Patriots twice a year. I can consult you on what to do. Against the Patriots.
Never played against the Lions.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't help you with that one.
I don't know about the Lions.
I could try.
I could give you a little bit.
Yeah.
But I used to play against the Patriots twice a year.
I know these guys.
I know these guys.
Yeah.
By the way, I used to lose to them.
I got my ass kicked
but
by all 3 of these.
Every time, every year. We never beat them. However, I can tell you just from my perspective what might help you. Not saying it'll work, but I'm just saying it doesn't necessarily work for me, but it might work for you. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, guys, now it's time for the lesson of the day. The first is the look on the other paper woman.
That's not fair.
I happen to have one of these. Always looking through the phone of what. So Halloween just passed. Happy birthday, by the way, Kamal.
Oh, thank you.
Born on Halloween. That means you give up your birthday pretty much every year. How was your birthday, by the way?
Trick or treating.
Oh, okay.
Just work and trick or treating.
Okay, yeah. Nothing special, huh? Nothing special. Just want to be sure. I guess we can talk about that in the front page of our lives coming up. But right now, we're going to talk about the look on the paper woman. Now, this woman, she's the woman that's going to notice all these. Have you noticed the new trend of families dressing up in Halloween costumes?
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. Kobe did it. First of all, if you notice when Kobe is dressed in this team Halloween, you know whose Instagram it's on. It's on Vanessa's. It ain't on Kobe's.
Oh, yeah. I think same thing with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Kim
It's on hers.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I don't know if Kanye. I mean, but see, I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye also put it out as well because he's the type of person.
But we
Kim
haven't seen it on his.
Yeah,
we haven't seen it on Kobe's.
Yeah,
we definitely saw it on Vanessa's.
Yeah,
we definitely saw it on Kim's.
Yeah.
So the point is, this is for them. So when your girl's sitting there looking like, look at all these families that dressed up, and you got to see her moping that y'all didn't dress up.
Mm-hmm.
You got to fight the urge to make this her fault because it is. It's the thing she wants.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want this. You didn't even know that this was a thing to want.
No.
But you gotta, when you have a woman that likes to look on other pieces of paper, there's two things you gotta keep in mind. Number one, you gotta give her something to brag about. So you better be thinking about next year. You better be thinking about Thanksgiving and or Christmas. Mm-hmm. And you better know that she'll never be satisfied, even if you do a great job.
Well, here's the thing about it. I don't think you should. Here's the thing. So let's look at next Halloween.
Yeah.
All right. So I would say you give the okay, the thumbs up, even make the suggestion.
Yeah.
Hey, what if we go as blankety blank next year?
Ugh,
she'll do the work because now
you have to show you're interested.
You've given her the okay to go through with it.
Yes. That means you got to brainstorm some family costume ideas.
Yeah, but here's the thing about it. It's 3 people, 4 people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that difficult. I know The Incredibles has been done. I'm a 4-person family myself.
Yeah.
Incredibles has been done. Plus we have it's 5 in The Incredibles, right? Yeah, we don't have a chick. It's 5.
You can borrow one of mine.
But you know what I'm saying? It's not that difficult.
No.
And it's really just a suggestion. Hey, maybe we could do this next year. She's gonna do the heavy lifting because this is what she wants. She wants those pictures.
She wants those. She has to have those pictures.
Yeah, she has to have those pictures. She wants to put it up there.
It's like the prom. She's got to have those pictures.
Gotta have those.
Just
pictures.
like wedding day. She's got to have those pictures.
Gotta have those pictures.
Honeymoon. Got to have those pictures.
Even the goddamn the engagement.
She's got to have the pictures.
I have to say, look at me.
Mm-hmm. Look what I did.
Look what I did. Look how I'm loved. Look. Yeah, it's really
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, we not gonna get too far into it about because it's gonna ruin the day.
Yeah,
I get your point, my dude.
Oh my gosh, I just thought about it. Oh my.
Yeah. All right, the next woman is the clapback woman.
Woo! Where? This woman has to have the last word.
Yes, she does.
And not only has to have the last word, it's usually something clever and dope and dynamite, but it stings.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say, she's got something in the chamber. Always ready.
I can imagine if somebody's with my girl Cheryl Underwood, that she will eviscerate them.
Yeah.
Eviscerate them verbally. Mm-hmm. She will verbally assassinate you. Mm-hmm. This is the stereotypical. I'm just going to say it. Well, I'm not going to say it. And I'm not doing it. But you know what I'm talking about. There's this type of woman that will light you. My girl Courtney Black, she got a sharp tongue, dog. When I tell you, and if she was here, I'd be saying it in front of her. When I tell you, she's so quick, and it ouch, below the belt, slice. That's this woman. That's the clapback woman. What do you do, Kimball? Because you've dealt with the clapback woman. I don't really deal with clapback woman.
Yeah, you know what you do, man? You just don't give her the ammunition. They want it. They want the argument. They want it. Just walk away, man. Walk away. Conversation's over. Yeah. I already know how this is going to end.
You're going to lose.
Yeah, I'm going to lose. You're going to say something very, very ill.
And I'm going to want to get violent.
Yeah.
And I can't get violent.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over. Listen. As a matter of fact, that's how you really piss the clapback person off. You don't give her anything to clap back.
Nothing to they clap back.
Yeah.
She's called the clap back woman.
Right.
If you don't clap, she can't clap back.
She's a counter puncher. Counter puncher. If you don't punch, the counter puncher don't I
need you to punch me. So they'll try to make you punch them.
Yeah.
Verbally.
Yeah.
And when you do, you're going to lose.
Oh yeah. No, you can't win.
The last woman today is the insulter. Now, the insulter is the person who how's the insulter different than the clapback woman? Come on.
Well, the clapback woman is basically is really just trying to win an argument, right? And so if you say, I always clean the kitchen. She was like, but she's ready. You were never there because you with that bitch or some shit like that. She's got something.
Got you. But the insulter, who's the insulter?
The insulter is basically just trying to hurt your feelings. They have no point in an argument.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have no point. It's basically just trying to hurt your feelings. You ever say, I used to hear people say, there's no such thing as a fair fight. Well, the insulter, if they were a physical person, would be the one kicking in the nuts, biting and stuff like that, because there's no such thing as a fair fight. I'm doing whatever I got to do to win.
Yeah.
So in an argument, they're going to say whatever they got to say to win.
Yeah.
And to get you to shut up. The clapback never wants you to shut up because they want to keep going.
The insulter wants to end it.
She wants to end it. They want the mic drop. You know what I'm saying? They want the mic drop, and she wants you. They want you to apologize, and all that stuff. So the insulter is usually the stuff that she's insulting you with is information you've already given her.
Man, gospel, Kamal, help us out today, dog. Come on,
you've given her the ammunition to attack you. You know what I'm saying? This is the Iran-Contra scandal. You've sold weapons to Iran for them to turn around and use against you.
You gave it to her. These are your weapons. Thank you.
Your weapons.
So you got to watch what you tell her.
Watch the pillow talk. Know who you have early. You can't tell her about, your family business.
Oh, I know this person.
You can't tell them about, that weird uncle you got and stuff like that.
Because when the fight comes, she's going to light you up like you and your weird ass uncle.
She is taking notes. You can't see it, but in her mind, she is storing information. Okay.
This is good.
Oh, okay.
This is good.
They got a druggie in the family. Okay.
Dog.
Okay, pops and moms one time. Okay, all right.
And then when y'all get into what, you gonna hit me like your daddy hit your mama? Hey, bitch, that shit was some painful shit I shared. What are you doing?
Why are you?
When we come back, you got to hear the story about Kamal wanting to quit coaching. A coaching gig he has with 3 games left. And later in the show, a Dear Erby writer wonders if she made the wrong choice in the college she attended. Stay tuned. It's the MRA Podcast. Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man. A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out. Eventually. You got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing was funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about Chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there. Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated. Okay. But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still...
Yeah,
Caitlyn. Is it Caitlyn?
He's Bruce in the album.
He's Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce in this when I recorded this. But no, it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called Be a Man at All Times. Oh man, Coach Kamal. What do they call you over there, man?
I don't even think they call me anything. They're like 6. They don't even listen.
They call you Coach?
Yeah, they don't.
Coach AJ, what do they call you, dog?
The parents say, hey, listen to your coach. Listen to your coach. The kids like, oh, fuck this nigga. Who is this?
Who is this nigga, man?
This nigga
we
yelling?
Couldn't get Chuck Daly, man. What the hell we got this nigga here?
This nigga, who the nigga yelling? I don't know what his name is. That's Jabril's dad.
Oh, that's what they call you. So Jabril's dad, dude. What's going on with your basketball team, man? You told us on the podcast recently. Somebody told me about that it touched them about your blowouts and how you wanted to keep the score up. I can't remember, but it was somebody. I'm sorry, I can't remember you.
Oh yeah, like basically try to teach them how to get better using that those blowouts, those lopsided scores to motivate them.
Oh yeah,
to get better. Well,
how's it going, Coach?
That shit has not motivated them at all.
They still getting their ass beat.
They getting their ass beat. And here's the thing about it, man. The team keeps it competitive, maybe the first half.
That's good.
Dude, after halftime,
it's over.
Dude, they give up like 8 quick ones. Like in the matter of like a minute.
Damn.
The first minute, they give up like 8 quick ones. Like they don't, after a while, they stop giving a fuck. But they all want to play. They all want to stay in the game.
Yeah.
And they just don't do what what they've been taught.
Ah, man.
So as of right now, I'm at the point where it's like, dude, I'm ready to send a group text to the parents and say, hey, look, they're not getting any better with me. I am failing.
Oh,
you know what I'm
God.
saying? Does anybody else think they can do a better job? And not like if y'all think y'all can do a better job. No, I'm really.
No.
Because my son's on the team.
Anybody.
Because does anybody?
I'm not saying if you think you can. No, I'm saying, can you please do this if you think you can? There's a difference.
Yeah. Because, dude, I can't figure this stuff out.
Dude, how many games you got left?
Maybe 3.
You ready to quit with 3 games left in the season?
Dude, I'm furious. I'm about to start cussing at these kids, man. I called the timeout. You know, you go to the bench. I called the timeout. Was like on the other side of the court with the kids yelling at them.
Yeah.
And then my wife heard me. Like she was like, "Oh yeah, you were saying like you let the second smallest dude on the court score and like just basically get the rebound and put the ball up." And I was just watching them. So it's like after a while, I know my passive aggressiveness. It's about to be aggressive.
It's about to snap.
And I'm about to start really insulting like some 6-year-olds.
Yeah. Ooh.
But I'm talking shit to like this guy, like the point guard on my son's team. That motherfucker turned and looked at me.
Hilarious.
He came to my son like, "Hey man, is your dad yelling at me?" I had to clean it up. Like, no. I was yelling at the ref. I was just happy to look at you.
I got a question, man. Are you teaching rebounds? Are you teaching the things that you're mad about in practice?
Yeah, well, not necessarily. We've gone over rebounds, but here's the thing about it, Kyle. They don't know how to play.
True, but you got to build it piece by piece, right?
Right. So it's like, where do we begin? They can't dribble. They can't shoot. So it's like every team. Here's the thing about it. Our team. It's a big disadvantage. Every team is 4 teams in this division.
Yeah.
So the other 3 teams have at least 2 people who are ballers who can play.
Yeah.
Some of them have 3. Some of them have 4.
Basketball, you only need 1 guy.
Yeah.
Though.
We don't have any. We don't have anybody. Everybody on our team is pretty much learning how to play basketball.
Yes.
Or just playing because their parents brought them down.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like, if you see them after the game or after practice, they're on the steps jumping from, you know what I'm saying? They're not out there trying to get shots in. They don't care.
Yeah.
They're only there because their parents brought them there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so the kids don't care. That's the thing about it. So I'm trying to coach them what I think they need.
Let me give you advice you didn't ask for. Take a paper and pen, little pocket. My Coach Pete Richardson at Southern University used to always keep a little pocket notebook in his, and he'd always take notes during practice. Next game, man, write down 3 things that they need to work on, and then during practice this week, just set a goal to we're gonna box out this week. That's it. I know we're gonna lose, right? If y'all box out, I'm gonna reward you with X. That's all I want to see you do.
Yes.
Can you please, when they shoot, you box out, and that's all we working on.
Okay. In theory, you're right.
Okay.
Here's the thing about it. I've been coaching them for like 1.5 years.
Yeah.
I know exactly what they need to work on after games.
Yeah.
We work on the shit. We try. A big problem that we have is we throw the ball away to the other team.
Yeah, that's not going. That's not going. It's going to be hard to fix that.
Yeah. And so because they're scared.
Yeah.
So literally, they'll bring the ball up. All right. So, and here's the thing about it. I'm a fair coach.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to bring the ball up.
Yeah.
Which other coaches are like, what the fuck are you doing? You got 1 guy. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I want them all to learn.
Why?
Why?
They don't need to all bring the ball up. Come on.
Because here's the thing about it. I'm teaching them how to play, getting them comfortable with playing. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying? I think their parents appreciate that too. It's like, dude, I pay $80, you know what I'm saying? I want my kid to get the ball at least once. And so what happens is they bring the ball down. So all right, it's time to, because the team can't play defense until a certain point.
Yeah.
So they can bring the ball up.
They can't do a full court press.
No, they can't do a full court press. And so when they get to like the line where the defense is, instead of just passing to the side, they pass to a motherfucker with 2 people standing next to him. What are you? And we've gone over this. We talk about it. I ask them, is this a good pass?
Yeah.
No. But
Anybody taping the games?
I don't know.
Yeah, that can help too.
I would burn.
No, dude, you got to record it and let them see it. because when I'm trying to coach my sons up, talking is one thing. Recording it while we're at the park practicing right now, and I'll get tired, so I just record it and I'll be like, "All right, what do you see? How's your feet?" And then he'll tell me what he did wrong. I ain't got to talk. I'm tired of talking.
Yeah.
I'm tired of talking.
But these guys are 5, 6, and 7.
Hilarious. When we come back, we're going to take this coaching meeting off the air because I don't want to. Our audience is like, man, are y'all really having a coaching meeting right now? My bad. We're going to get back to it. The self-proclaimed relationship guru Niecy Nash is getting divorced for the second time. We're going to break down. We're going to coach up and talk about what Niecy Nash might have done wrong in this MRA podcast. Hey, come on, we got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, I wonder what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Erby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I'll listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man. Yeah. Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I pick... Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think.
Yeah,
and I just get to listen. But I want to know what do the people listen? What are y'all doing? Let us know. Kamal, Niecy Nash's relationship, the divorce looks like it's about to happen.
Oh man,
yeah, man, it didn't work out. So, according to the Daily Mail in the UK, I don't know why they be on Niecy Nash, but they've been on this relationship for some reason.
You know what? I think because man, they do. She wears like a lot of like the weaves and the makeup. They like those fabulous diva. I think they like that look.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So if you dress, yeah.
Anyway, a source said that Nash's recent full-body surgery makeover and her extreme career ambition caused major tensions in the marriage. Now, why? We got to talk about this. We're going to break this down from the male's perspective. Why would a woman getting a full-body makeover and her career ambition cause tension in the marriage, Kamal? Well, I'll tell you why. Because you didn't get that body for me. You got it for the fans. You got it for them.
Okay, so I didn't know that was a surgery.
Full body makeover?
Yeah, I didn't know she got work done.
Yeah.
I thought, because I've been following Niecy Nash for 15 years or so.
She always been a brick house, right?
Well, no. Well, she was basically kind of portly.
Okay.
She was on Reno 911.
Yeah.
And they gave her, I guess, this big prosthetic booty, like this big ghetto booty and stuff like that. But she was wearing a cop uniform. And so she wasn't shapely, in my opinion. And then I watched that first season of Claws, and like she had an hourglass figure, big knockers. Like, oh my gosh.
Okay, now I'm looking at the old Niecy Nash. Okay, your life changed.
Right. I think it kind of started when she was on that show with Cedric.
What show was that?
The Soul Man or something like that. The Holy Man or the Soul Man or something like that.
He was a pastor.
Right. And so I noticed the change. It was a big difference from Reno 911 and the stuff. The thing she did was said. She started to look more sexy. And then Claws, it's like, wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I see what we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is not what her husband signed up for. This is not what. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. They said that Niecy got a brand new body right before she went to film Claws in New Orleans, and that's when the troubles began, of course, because that's not what he signed up for. The source added Jay was really uncomfortable, that's her soon-to-be ex-husband, with her graphic sex scenes on the show that made their problems worse.
Have you seen Claws?
I have not. Is it good? My mom watches
I like
Claws.
the first 2 seasons. I haven't seen the third one. It's just we've had it on DVR. We just haven't finished because it's not really interesting. But the first 2 are excellent. And I was appalled I was like, God damn.
Like that?
The sex scenes that it's on TNT, so there's no nudity.
But
It's everything else. It's the sounds. It's the facial expressions. It's you know what I'm saying, the thrusting. Like, dude, it's
not for my wife.
homie.
Not from my wife.
And if my wife is used typically from a comedic, you know what I'm saying, her presence has always been comedic. You know what I'm saying, cracking jokes and stuff like that. And now she
goes from the funny fat girl to the fine sex symbol.
Right.
That's a different person.
Right. And the dude is it's almost like some Billy Bob and Hallie shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Without the nudity.
Yeah.
And I was uncomfortable because I don't know Niecy like that.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, dude. Joan Rivers, legendary comedian, said, she spoke for all women when she said, she basically said she'd rather be beautiful than funny. She said she loves being funny, but if she could choose, and she said all women would say this, she would rather be beautiful. And so what it sounds like is Niecy Nash it sounds like she's coming from the same point of view. Like, yeah, being the funny chubby girl was cool, but I'd rather be the fine one, the sex symbol.
Yeah. And so I guess her husband Jay was like, this is new for me. I'm uncomfortable.
Let me tell you what else the source said about Jay. The source said that Niecy treated Jay like an American Express card. She never left home without him. She loved doting on her husband and bragging about how she had a man. What that sounds like to me is that she's using him to make other people jealous, the people that are looking on other people's paper. This is an accessory. The ring is an accessory. I'm married. I got a man. You know, the source said that she would talk so much about a relationship, how she knew how to keep a man happy. When her relationship started to crumble, it was embarrassing to her. Now, this is the thing that's so telling to me. Her husband was last seen on Nash's Instagram on Valentine's Day in a throwback wedding picture. So it ain't so when Valentine's Day comes, right? There's no current picture of them. So she goes, I'm going to go throwback wedding picture. Just to let everybody know, I got a husband. We're together. But where's the new one?
Frontin'.
They were living in two different cities. Jay expressed he didn't like his wife being in New Orleans while he was in L.A. What's he supposed to do, Kamal?
See, that one right there, I think that's on Jay. He married an actress. She got a gig. Be happy that she's working. You know what I'm saying? She got a gig. It just so happens to be they filming this shit in New Orleans.
What does Jay do for a living?
I don't know.
That's the question.
Because
if Jay's the breadwinner,
I doubt it.
I need your ass here.
I doubt it. Here, see,
what does Jay do for
and that's where I would have a difference of opinion. If my chick is an actress, an actor, and she gets a gig, I'm happy that she's working because she's happy. If she's happy, she ain't fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? She ain't making my life miserable if she's happy. So in that regard, I think that's cool, but it seems like he was on the set a lot.
Jay Tucker, allegedly, according to Celebrity Net Worth, is an electrical engineer worth about $500,000. This dude is an electrical engineer. That sounds like a man job right there, Kamal. A steady, smart. Were we on the air? We were talking about jobs.
No.
What were we talking about?
Talking about basically like if you go to school for certain professions, you're going to work as that. You know, if you go to school to be a teacher, you're going to be a teacher.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't quit or drop out of school, you're going to be a teacher.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you go to law school, pass the bar, you're going to be a lawyer.
Yes.
You might not be Johnny Cochran.
Yes.
You might not be a U.S. Supreme Court justice, but you'll be a lawyer.
Yes. There's
you know
show business is hard as hell.
Yeah.
And there's you could be really, really good at your job. You could be a dynamic actor and out of work. You could be a great writer and out of work.
Yeah.
A fantastic killer comedian that gets an applause breaks every 5 seconds and be out of work.
Unless there was some malpractice going on, there's no great doctor at 42 years old who can't find a job unless he was touching his patients.
True.
If he has no scandals, that doesn't exist. If he's done if he's a doctor, he will work as a doctor.
So Jay Tucker, this is what I like about Jay Tucker, man, because I've always envied the guys that went to school, how Keenan from Ike, how he got his degree, how he was cool and funny, but he got his degree and got a good job. Like I always envied those type of dudes because that wasn't never me. I wasn't never, I'm gonna go get a good job guy. I was always like, I'm gonna do the show business thing and I'm gonna make a lot of money because I'm talented. Not, so this guy Jay Tucker is an electrical engineer. He's like my Uncle Milton. He went to school, he got a solid job, and he got a job that makes a lot of money. I don't know if he wants this wife gone in New Orleans all goddamn year.
But here's the thing about it, man. He married Niecy Nash.
He didn't marry sex symbol Niecy Nash.
He did not marry sex symbol Niecy Nash. He married comedian Niecy Nash.
And Niecy Nash, the way she sold it was, if you want to keep your man happy, dome him up. Like she's the type of woman that goes out to make sure her man is happy.
Same thing with Monique.
Yes.
Monique, you say this, and here's the thing about these women who give their advice on pleasing their man are always in new relationships.
True. Not Monique though.
Whoa.
Hers has been lasting.
This one.
It's been lasting.
What I'm saying is how many?
Nash used to say, oral sex every day keeps the divorce attorney away.
She got some lips.
She DSLs, baby.
And only like good oral sex. So.
I'm telling you, man, what I see from this, man, I'm just going to be honest too, man. Big girls treat their man a little different than skinny girls. There's a little bit more, they're a little bit more pleasing to their man, the big girl. I'm just saying it from experience. This ain't no stereotype. So I'm guessing that Niecy Nash was a pleaser. And she got her man on the premise that she was a pleaser.
Yeah.
And I am guessing that she started being less about he and more about me.
When she had the body transformation.
Yep.
And she became sexy Niecy Nash.
Yep.
She became probably diva Niecy Nash.
Yeah. She became less about what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? How can I make you happy? And more about I'm going to make myself happy. Gotta go.
Yeah. Now, I noticed when they said that just keep them like the American Express card, have them around. That was my ex-wife. My ex-wife just loved having me around. I just had to be there almost like a figurehead. You know what I'm saying?
To prove that she's married?
Like, I don't know. I don't know. But basically, this is what couples are supposed to do. I don't know. But she always like having me around. But when I'm around, she's talking to her friends or her sisters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that she enjoys my company. Just I need to be there.
Yeah. You just need to be there.
I just need to be there. And so it was like that after a while, it's like became, it got old quick. Like, you have to be there. And I'm there, like nobody's talking to me. Nobody on your side of the family. I'm just there. Yeah. Just because I have to be there, just for like, what is it? The appearances.
I'm looking at the difference between Niecy Nash on Claws and Niecy Nash on Reno. When I tell you, she looks so good on Claws. Lord Jesus, help me. All right, we come back, man. We got to get back on track, man. We got to talk about Jim Edmonds. He explains why he took his nanny to a hockey match. I'm telling you, it didn't look good, but he's got a reason. We'll get back. It's an MRA podcast. Are you yelling at your radio right now? What the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. Just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Erby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at the MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
So we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yeah, so man, just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
Hey, come on, did you send me this Jim Edmonds story?
I did.
All right, ex-Angel star. I didn't know he played for other people. I guess he played for the...
A little bit, right? When he got old.
I know him as an Angel.
Yeah.
Jim Edmonds is being accused of cheating by his third wife shortly after his 5-year anniversary. She thinks he's hooking up with one of their 4 nannies, Kamal. They've got 4 nannies.
Wow.
Yeah. 22-year-old Carly Wilson. Jim went to a hockey match. He shows up with Carly. Now, Jim has a history. Let's just put that out there. Jim has a history with infidelities, allegedly. Okay. But come on, you're a pro athlete, so I believe he has a history. What's funny to me is the way he's like, he's offended that she thinks that he would smash the 22-year-old. He's like, we made a promise to the family that we'd take care of her. How dare you? Blah, blah. I guess his wife is putting him on blast. All right. But this is what he says. I didn't take her to an event by myself. Get your facts straight. This is my Hulk Hogan voice, brother. I was with my best friend and his child. I was trying to do something nice for a girl who had her boyfriend just dump her. I ain't buying that shit, Kamal. Nigga, my nanny's boyfriend dumped her, so I'm gonna take her to a hockey game with me and somebody else. Nah, nigga. I know. Yeah. I'm gonna take her to a hockey game. Not cause okay. She got her heart broke, so now you're stepping up as Captain Save 'em. That's what it looks like to me. Was that can I save her?
I wanna be saved.
Yeah, that's the same shit. I think. Here's the thing. I think that he's not smashing.
Wow, why not?
Because I think that. Oh no! Don't get me wrong. I think he wants to smash.
Of course he does. She's
And
22 and finding him up.
And I think that basically he's trying to smash, or he tried to smash. But one thing that caught me was when she said something like,
the girl's statement?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have it right here. She said, in the past week, allegations have been made about me, which are not based in fact. I have not and never would participate in any action involving infidelity. I consider this a private matter, blah, blah, blah. In someone else's marriage, will not comment on it further. I wish your entire family well. Be kind. And what struck you from that, Kamal?
Well, when she said infidelity, you know what I'm saying? So I think she probably takes marriage seriously and stuff like that. So I believed her. If he was smashing, she would say something like, "No, we're just friends."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some lame ass excuse like that. But nah, she actually made a direct statement, used the
big word.
The big word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I take her at her word. I believe her.
I believe her too.
And I believe that Jim is trying to smash, but she's like, no, you have a wife.
Yeah.
Which is a hint for get rid of the wife.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not like, no, Jim.
No, Jim, I'm not interested.
I'm not interested. I'm not attracted. No, Jim,
I don't do infidelity.
I don't do infidelity.
There's no problem with you.
Yeah. So
I don't do infidelity.
So if you could read between the lines.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically. And the more I read in this whole thing, it looked like the wife was mad because Jim took the nanny to a hockey game and didn't tell his wife. And the nanny nor Jim talked to his wife before he took the nanny to the hockey game. Flag on the play.
Yeah, he's tripping. Yeah, man.
I mean, that's what sucks about being in a relationship. You're a grown-ass man and you want to look out for somebody, but he know better. Every man should know better. You cannot go to a public hockey game.
Hello.
And your wife is a public figure from Real Housewives of Orange County with a young lady and not understanding how that's going to look. Fellas, come on.
And with the nanny, and the kids ain't there.
Yeah.
I could see if you took your boys.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I would have been the little suspect, but still, it made sense. It's the nanny. She's their nanny. I mean, bought the boys, and this is what they're used to.
Yeah.
But nah, he was like, I went with my best friend and his son and some shit like that. So that doesn't really,
Where's your sons or daughters? You know what I mean? Because that's the nanny's job.
Yeah.
Let's just wrap this up. I understand what Jim is. I think Jim is attracted to the girl. He's
Definitely.
playing this father role. I'm not buying the father role. I think he's attracted to the girl, and I think he's being sloppy.
He's definitely being sloppy, and I think he's being played.
By
You
who?
know what I'm saying? Oh, the nanny. I think he's being manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Dude,
He's asking her out, though. How's she manipulating him?
Because she said, I don't do infidelity. Not that I'm not interested. 22-year-old going to a hockey game with some, what is he, 40-something, 50?
Like 50-year-old man.
50-year-old man. Like, dude, she shouldn't
Well,
be.
her boyfriend dumped her, and he's like, I got you. I'm going to take you out.
She's got people her own age she probably wants to hang out with, not the boss. Hang out with the 50-year-old boss at a hockey game.
I think it's weird that he didn't tell his wife, unless they were already about to break up, and he filed, which is also weird. The fact that he filed makes me wonder: is he moving on to somebody else?
The fact that he filed lets me believe that he's getting manipulated
By the nanny?
The nanny.
Why do you keep blaming her?
Because she said, "I don't do infidelity. You want to smash this? Get rid of the wife." Okay.
Okay.
File tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I will file divorce. Anything else?
Anything else I need to do?
Yeah. Like, he's trying, but she's not. They just haven't did the deed yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing about it: 22-year-old nanny's been in this man's house. She's seen his fly shit, seen his trophies, seen probably how he gets treated by Angels fans when he goes to the stadium, and like, man,
all that is attractive.
All of that, and she probably thinks the wife, she's doing this shit wrong.
Watch when I do it.
Yeah, she's fucking this all
Wait till
up.
they get a load of me.
Yeah, she's fucking this all up. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to find out what the future holds, because we're gonna find out if they end up together. It seems like Jim is almost. I mean, when a man got 3 kids with a woman, been married 5 years, it feels like he is not completely done with his wife. That they might be reconciling, but we're gonna see. We're gonna be following this shit.
Yeah,
I can't wait to find out. Hey, when we come back, a Dear Erby writer wonders if she made the wrong choice in colleges she attended. You ever have second guess? Ever have second thoughts? We're gonna talk about that when we come back. It's MRA Podcast. Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friends some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout, or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Let's get in this Dear Erby letter.
Letters.
Dear Erby, I'm a 32-year-old single mother with 2 beautiful children, a boy and a girl. My ex-husband and I didn't make it, but we co-parent to the best of our ability. He has since moved on and is married, and I am happy for him. Really? I hate when people say that. I don't believe you, but we'll talk about that later.
I'm just not mad. I mean, I ain't thinking about it.
I ain't happy about it.
Not happy. Oh, my God.
I'm cool with it,
Yeah.
but I ain't happy about it. I am doing fine with my kids, my dog, and my 2 cats. See, I'm already getting to my diagnosis of this bullshit right now. And you know, Rod God has got his pencil and paper.
He already smells
He's
a rat.
like, wait a minute, I smell some bullshit. Sometimes I second guess my decisions. Actually, I do all the time. There's one in particular that I made when I was in high school, and I'm curious to know if you or Kamal would have done what you would have done. So she's asking us to go back and grade her decision. Did you make the right choice? Mm-hmm. Door number 1, number 2. I grew up in Gary, Indiana. That's where Michael Jackson's from, by the way. Yeah. Considered a suburb of Chicago. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I think it's like, was it the Rialto of?
Yeah, I guess so. I know. It's an hour out of Chicago.
Yeah.
It's about 30 miles away, I guess. All right. So I lived in Gary my whole life. And so did not only my parents, my grandparents from both sides. Our whole family's from Gary. Back in high school, I was accepted to Notre Dame. I'm a huge football fan, and I thought I would really enjoy being an undergrad in South Bend. But my grandmother told me to go down to the University of Kentucky. She did not want me living in Indiana no more. So she told me if I did not go to Kentucky, she would cut me off. I guess that's an inheritance. That just sounds like some white people shit. I decided to go to Kentucky, and I had a decent time, but I'm a football girl. I know you guys know sports, so I don't have to tell you our football team was abysmal while I was there. Kentucky is known for its basketball, but maybe I was a curse because while I was there, their basketball team wasn't even good. We had Rajon Rondo. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. Of course we have. You may have heard of Jody Meeks. You know Jody Meeks, right? Come on.
Yeah, I know Jody Meeks.
Of course. He played for the Lakers. He was there while I was on campus, but that was it. Yeah, these are definitely the down times. I left right before Boogie Cousins and John Wall got there. The best part about going to Kentucky was that I met my husband there. He gave me my 2 beautiful children. But lately, I have been wondering if my life would have gone differently if I went down a different fork in the road. My high school sweetheart, I don't think that's how you spell sweet, but whatever, I'm going to fix it right now. Stayed in Indiana. He broke my heart right before I left to Kentucky, but I keep thinking if I had not left, we could have worked it and still been happy together. Do you guys ever second guess decisions? I'm curious to know where you would have went, to Kentucky or Notre Dame. I'm listening. Catherine in Kentucky. First of all, thank you for emailing us, Catherine. Kamal, what do you think, dog? Where do you think she should have went? Notre Dame or Kentucky?
Well, it depends on how close she is to her grandmother.
Mm.
And if it's just I don't, and the grandmother is grandmothers are wise typically.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And if she wanted her out of Indiana for a reason, she gave her a reason to say, but if you stay here, I can't fuck with you. I probably would have abided by my grandmother's wishes, and I would have gone to Kentucky myself, because I would think that my grandmother knows something that I don't know. At the time, I'm probably 17, 18 years old, so my heart might want to stay, but I'm not thinking with my mind because it's not really fully developed. And grandmom's been there. She's been there, raised her kids and her grandkids in Gary, Indiana. And she might thought that, Indiana, you need to get out. Mm-hmm. Don't make the same mistake we've all done. We're prisoners to Indiana.
Oh, okay.
So go out and see the country. Mm-hmm. So I can respect that. I mean, I think that's kind of it's not a cool way of getting your point across, making an ultimatum.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, I don't really approve of that method, but I would have gone to Kentucky. Now, as of right now, I don't like what I'm hearing, Catherine. I do not like. Are you saying she's living with regret? What is she? 32 years old. So it's like 14 years later. You're thinking of what could have happened. You could have gotten back with your high school sweetheart, or you couldn't. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't live with regret. Don't live with regret. Make the best thing. I mean, make the best of your current situation. All right, that's what I would say. I wouldn't even think about it. I wouldn't even think about oh man, when I was 17, I could have done. There's no time machine. There's no flux capacitor. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You went to Kentucky. You met your husband. You have 2 beautiful kids. You went down that path. Okay, maybe you're not as happy as you think you might have been had you gone to Notre Dame. You got to make the best of it. So you need to figure out what it is that's not making you as happy as you think you would for if you went to Kentucky. Is it because you're single? Maybe you need to hit the apps and the dating scene. Find somebody. Is it the job? Is it the career? All right, you're 32. You're not old. So maybe it's time to change careers. You know what I'm saying? If you have like some young kids, the money, it really isn't that important right now because they don't need a whole lot. So whatever it is that you think you would have gotten had you gone to Notre Dame, I'd say look to try to make that a reality. And don't live with regret. Don't, because, I mean, we all have choices every single day. And you don't want to go down that rabbit hole because why not? What about the high school you've attended? What about the time that you went to your prom date as opposed to somebody else? What about if you didn't get with your high school sweetheart, it would have been somebody else? Would he have broken your heart? You just don't even want to start thinking about all that stuff. Reality of it is, you've made that decision, you live with it, and you make the best of it.
When we come back, I'm going to weigh in. Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal, and you can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo, find our names and just, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash. First of all, I want to thank Catherine in Kentucky for emailing us. I thank you for listening to the show. But Catherine got me upset, homie. I'm mad. I'm mad, dog. I'm mad. This shit pisses me off to the highest of pistivity. Rest in peace, Robin Harris, Manual Arts High School. I'm mad.
Oh, why?
All this goddamn regret, dude.
Yeah.
First of all right, my ex-husband and I didn't make it, but we co-parent to the best of our ability. He's moved on, remarried. I'm happy for him. Lies. You're not happy. I'm doing fine with my kids, my dogs, and my 2 cats. No, you're not. You have cats and dogs instead of a man. You're not happy with that. I know you're not happy because you mentioned your ex and you mentioned your last 2 exes. You want a man so badly that you think you want this ex that didn't work. First of all, you didn't go to Kentucky because of your grandma. You went because the dude in high school broke your heart. And you pretended you went because of your grandma. But you always live in regret. If you had gone to Notre Dame, you would have regretted not going to Kentucky. Because first of all, you in high school dude wasn't going to work because that wasn't going to work no way. Because most relationships don't work because you don't want to do the work. That's why they don't work. You would have been mad. First of all, you would have stayed. You would have got with dude that broke your heart. He ain't changing. He would have broke it again. or maybe you gonna change and you can accept him for who he really is, but that's not usually what y'all want to do. You want him to change. And I promise you, Catherine, he ain't never changing. So until you can accept him for the real him, you got to do the work because he ain't never going to change. Your problem is you look on other people's paper. I promise you, Catherine, that you've been stalking your ex on Facebook. I know you have.
That's not fair.
I know you have, and that's why you're jealous. You go back and you're looking at his Facebook and his Instagram, and he looks so happy with his new wife. I bet they dress up for Halloween and wear all the same goddamn costumes. And you sitting there with your fucking dog and cat and your kids with no man, wishing that you had a man to dress in costumes with, not realizing understand his wife is putting up with the shit that you said you wouldn't put up with. That's the other thing. He ain't changed for her. She's putting up with the shit. She understands it. She's smiling for the camera. She's hurting on the inside because she wishes he would change too. This is the real shit. This is what the real problem is, man. You're always going to wonder. If you had gone to Notre Dame, you would have damaged the relationship with you and Granny Goo-Goo. And you would have been mad at Granny.
Or she'd have been wondering, damn, if I would have went to Kentucky, how would my relationship with Granny be?
And not only that, I could have used that inheritance. So now you're sitting there with this man who most likely ain't going to live up to your financial expectations, because I'm just saying that because most people don't. And now you're mad that you don't have grandma's dough because she cut you off. And so you're telling me if she cut you off that you just would have been cool with it? No, y'all would have fell out. And you would have regretted that you couldn't fix it because Granny would be dead soon. And now Granny's dead and you cut off and you mad. You would have regretted. Catherine, you're always going to have regret. You're going to have to learn to make a decision and stick with that shit. Don't overthink it. Make it, stick with it, move on. I have a problem with the same thing. I look back all the time, Kamal. This is probably why it bothers me so much.
I don't.
No, okay.
Yeah, what I do is I make a decision and I don't even think about it anymore.
That's great. No, it's great because I can't.
I don't even think. But here's the thing about it. What I don't do is I don't shop around a lot either.
Yeah, I don't either. My Christmas shopping, if you knew about it, since you're Muslim, you don't Christmas shop. I get it done in 19 minutes.
Yeah.
There ain't no overanalyzing. Boom, 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 boom. I don't shop. Fuck shop.
Yeah, because that's when you start. Yeah.
Ain't no shop.
Yeah, I don't come to that fork in the road. No. I applied to one college.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Southern University.
There's no fork in the road.
I don't overanalyze that.
Yeah.
That's what. Nah. I've known ladies to do that. Mm-hmm. Overanalyze. Think about every last. This is where I'm going. Done. Let's go. Going to Baton Rouge. Mom, going to Baton Rouge. Okay.
Okay. Exactly. All
That's
right.
where you going. You can accept it. Yes, I did. Okay. Mm-hmm. When you leaving?
Yeah. I go into a store.
That's what I want.
Yeah, I'm not reading. I'm not on Yelp.
Nah, hell no. Ain't no goddamn Yelp.
Because the Yelp, what happens is if you don't like it, I should have did this.
Yeah,
I should have. I don't do all of that.
Leave other people's paper alone. You asked where would you have gone? I think you should have went to Notre Dame. Why? Because that's where you wanted to go. But it would have came with a whole lot of other things that you would have regretted as well. Come out quick before we go. Where she should have gone?
Kentucky.
Okay.
Just because, Grandma knew what was what. Grandma knew something was up.
Grandma.
Trust Grandma.
If you guys have a Dear Erby letter, send us an email at dearerby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearerby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
Man, on Instagram and Twitter at Angry Kamal.
Nice. I am at Kyle Erby, KYLEERBY. Find us both at the MRA Podcast, KyleErby.com. It is my website. You can see some of my comedy videos, some of my commercials, some of my television appearances, all of that at KyleErby.com. And you can listen to all 66 episodes we've ever done at themrapodcast.com. Let's just say you need to drive from LA to DC and back. We can get you from LA to DC and back with our episodes, just so you know. Because it's about 30-hour drive to DC. I've done it. Have you done that drive?
What, to DC? Yeah, man, once.
Yeah.
Twice. Yeah.
I think I've done it twice, too. And then about 30 back. So you can listen to all of our episodes if you have to drive to the East Coast and back. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
Be in this piano, dog.
MRA.